Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Janax has generally struggled in the lane phase.
Yeah, curious kind of what it's going to be. That would be a Cry special as well, so okay.
On top side, that press the attack damage is gross coming in from the Urgot.
Yeah, fun things from Urgot. I do want to point out quickly those Skeens invested a ton of time actually sitting in that mid lane brush underneath Melitza, as there's a Torre gank. Nice lantern.
Lantern setup is good. Flash over the wall, excellent from LeBron. Now pulled back, it's gonna have flash to safety, but ooh, is he just gonna go down? Taking one more. Morano's gonna do it. Patrick gonna get out of that one, gets the QSS just in time, and now LeBron has given his life as well. The double kill for Patrick, that is an ideal start.
Done.
And this is brutal because this lane, the Thresh Aphelios, has so much agency in the game. The Thresh hooks, the reliable auto attack based setup for CC.
They can threaten dives, especially with LeBlanc constantly cheating down and Cagel hanging around here, because you can play with Flash Lantern.
Torre just stepping very far forward. Lebrov knowing that he has to wander up here. The Hex Flash forward. Lebrov. Pullback is there. Skeens now going in. Cagel just going to wait for the shield to go away, trying to dunk down, but Skeens is still going to be able to find his kill. He's walking forward. He's autoing. Torre going to maybe fish for a hook, but doesn't have the cooldown, which means Skeens manages to get one back, and now Comp's on the chase. The flayback, though, from Torre is flawless. They cannot push too much further into Patrick. He still has the BF.
Trying to scrape into playoffs rather than, already being a strong contender.
And it's a difficult split, most certainly, at the LEC, because sadly, when we talk about anyone, I think it's the story of scraping into playoffs, because everyone is trying to scrape into playoffs if your name is not Mad Lions and Rogue. Melitza scraping his way into this top lane, potentially with a ton of damage, but that minion,
hero minion,
not quite enough of a body block, as Cabochard's just going to pull him back into the meat grinder. Pajama Urgot finding a kill. You'll love to see it.
Wasn't a hero minion. It's not been Torre's day on the hooks.
He's fishing, hoping to catch Leona stepping forward there. I feel like blind Thresh hook is not easy. In the midst of a chaotic team fight, it's like such a free skill shot because no one can just watch you the entire time, but hard to just find the opportunity. Oh, going back though, he's gonna land the kick special, now gonna be in trouble. Melitza gonna try to finish this one off, finds the right target, the Lantern taking him out, but it's not nearly enough. Melitza now zoom in out of that one.
Skeen's trying to force the play.
Excel have now set up the Mountain Drake and are gonna take it, but in the top lane 1v1 matchup, Cabochard now has Black Cleaver, along with
is really strong, so I don't think Cries can bully him at this point in the game. Cries should also just be able to walk away. Just walk that one out.
You gotta love those strategies anytime you see a Juggernaut. In the mid lane, Melissa's been struggling a little bit here in damage, but does manage to connect there. Stun gonna come in as well. He can't even push a single button. Skeen gonna finish that one off, and this time Vitality find the clean execution on the mid lane play.
Really nice.
Late, so they're not gonna get any plates off of this one. They still will be able to break this top lane tower, free up a bit more space. Farm here for whoever wants to take it.
Pressuring all these towers, and Vitality are so late to all of this.
I'm sure they're now stepping forward, but just to clear the way, the tower's still going to
expect kind of all of the teams to just concentrate around the mid lane, play a little LCS ARAM before this Drake spawns, and then maybe if you're a Vitality fan, you want the pick, or I guess we're going early for our cooldowns.
Comes out, Patrick taking a little bit of damage here, but not too much. They managed to pick off Torre, but Skeen's now going back. He's going to dash out to safety, special now on the chase. Skeen's giving his life to this one, but he doesn't quite finish the kill. Oh, Patrick melee range, you can complete, and that's a tragedy.
Smell Skeen's foot as he killed the Lee Sin. It was like that close to his face.
Oh no. Rob, Cagel getting a bit too aggressive here. We'll get the stopwatch cooldown, but he's going to give his life, and now Vitality are set up to take this third Drake. This is huge. It'll deny Excel at least a little bit of time.
The picks there, they'd be screwed for this Drake fight, and it would be third Drake, and that's why Vitality and Excel are where they are on the stand.
Is incredibly telegraphed.
Yep, observers there showing the actual freeze that's happening from Camille there, as Cries is just taking his time, letting the minion wave sit there, while Special is using his mobility to fish for deep vision. See if he's able to actually walk out of this one, though, because that is a very deep flank.
I like how aggressive Comp's getting. Lebrov stepping forward to body block the chains, and Special is going to get stunned up and caught out here. The CC follow-up is clean coming in from them, and Special straying way too far on the top side of the map. The good news is the Herald. In the meantime, Comp's just taking down this tower. We'll get solo gold in that area.
Strays.
Yeah, so Vitality more than happy to have the freebie here. Feeling quite comfortable as we move into mid.
Aggressive there with the Lantern, because that's what needs to happen. Otherwise, this Aphelios isn't going to be able to.
I will get his flash. Good exchange overall. Big damage actually coming in there. Second half of precision.
Melitza has all of this time with this top tower. Vitality definitely still in this one. It's actually playing them, in my opinion, the map better in this mid game than Excel are.
Oh, Cabochard locked up though. He's going to try to pop him back. Good damage coming in from Cabo. They're not killing him nearly fast enough. He's zooming away, but still, there it is. Camille now with 2 items means they've got enough there. Melitza though, getting frisky, trying to move forward onto Cries. Will not connect, and Vitality want to find some kills here and turn this one around because right now Excel have purely come out on top, but Cry zooming out to safety. Sadly, not enough here as Comp goes on a killing.
So why I want it to be LeBlanc and Camille is because they...
I agree. Split damage profile, a nice thing to have, and certainly as Cabochard goes towards more armor here, it looks like Righteous Glory to be item number 3. Labrov, though, going to be in trouble here. Dario Stoneblade going to get procced. Uses it nice and early, gets pulled back to the rest of the team. Labrov, though, still on the front line. Aftershock there, very tanky Leona, but Excel will find the pick.
Right in time for the Drake.
Pure advantage for Excel right now. They could get third Drake. We've already talked about this. Is a game that's going to be about Drakes and Barons.
Cries to be really aggressive here and just go in.
Tries to forward, but he's opted to go in on the Cabochard. Definitely not the ideal target. Car's getting caught out. They're going to dump him back, but they just pull Cabo in for a big old spear. And he doesn't quite manage to finish off Torre. But the rest of Vitality could chase in if they want to. They don't want to take the risk. They don't want to self. They do get caught out. Sleepy Trouble will go on the ground here. They're trying to buy space. Special maybe wants to steal this one away.
But Keita just left.
But he's leaping into a warded bush. Okay, so they get it. Special now has to find a way.
Excel are like, well, we had a numbers advantage. We no longer have one. I know what we'll do. So what Excel are doing is they're putting Camille onto the Drake to make sure that the Soul can't go over, and then they're sending the rest of their squad to contest Vitality here. How bold are you, Vitality? Do you stick to the Baron or do you turn?
Patrick, oh, the flash forward from Cabochard. Patrick now getting out. Has a bit more space in the box. Skeens trying to find a way in. Skeens not quite able to get this one. And Patrick definitely having his 200 years moment. Cabochard going to be in trouble. One more auto, not quite enough. Is able to get the shield up. And Kadril in the back of the pit. Kadril gonna get the Baron. Takes the Drake.
Having 3 Drakes. But when push came to shove, it was Excel that
Stakes are high. Certainly if you feel like you have to gamble, I'm not going to fault you for taking it. The stakes are really high.
Work, though.
No. Now Patrick is just going to start killing people because Molitza, tick, burn, finishing him off. Dang, excellently played.
I was going to say, Patrick is kind of defying what we talked about earlier, which is, you know, sometimes the player skill gap is just enough that it doesn't really matter how the compositions work together. It doesn't matter what you put together. Sometimes you are just the player or the better player on the better day, and that's what Patrick has been with this Aphelios pick.
Absolutely has been. Vitality, frankly, are just out of tools to really combat this one. Comp can obviously generate a little space. Pride gets over aggressive here, will be bad news, but the suplex back down, segment and pull through the kickback as well. Eyes on Comp, how much damage can he do? But Patrick says, I'm just going to end this game. Excel going to take the 2-0 week nice and easy.
And Excel really finally showing the dominance that I think that they've been waiting for.
Struggling, that Odoamne still looked very good on the Kennen last split, so ready to see what he can do on this one and see if he can shut down Dan. Doss and Kabe are now pushing up as well just to make sure that this one can get shredded down. Clean early teamwork from Misfits.
Yeah, and good early objective control. Now, obviously, where Mad Lions are, that definitely feels bad. But at this point, I think Kabe's just like happy to be back in Europe. And this team hasn't had a lot of time as Razork.
Huge level advantage to flash forward, though. Just a little bit too late on that one. It's just walking him down now. Razork needs to make his way out to safety. Flash forward, the tongue, the finish, the first blood. Gilius on the map. Uh-oh, now Fevin is going to need to get something done, but it looks like Neon is going to stick around bot lane anyway. Maybe try to take away a tower play, get a bit more gold into his own pockets. Razork now moving up, will be spotted by a ward here, but Abadage sleepy now. The kick not going to connect. Flash getting him out just in time. Fevin, of course, has the stolen flash, though. In comes the Orin as well. There's no way Abadage makes it out of this one. The pull back, not nearly enough. Now Gilius is on the way, too, and Odoamne trying to find a way back in. Razork trying to escape, but it will not happen. Sleepy Kennen is going to get chunked away. Dan wants to turn it, but Dreams is there just in time. An absolute messy back and forth. It generated a big pressure advantage, and it's the reason that Misfits are now taking Cloud, because they are getting Cloud, and that's good news. That's the second redemption in a row that Fevin has managed to find, though. So Roland will just punt you out of the fight, and your ulti will be rendered entirely useless by a single basic ability cooldown, which is massive.
I mean, that's if Doss is using it defensively rather than aggressively, which then means Dan needs to be on form for this hard engage.
Okay, ulti coming in. They know Gilius is here as well. Gilius can just push ult. They want to finish that one off. Now he's going back in, and Senna ult comes in across the map. Definitely Misfits biting off more than they can chew. Abadage now moving in, pulls him back on the shockwave, unstoppable for the Ornn, but Dan paces it towards the enemy anyway, and double kill for Odo. That's got to be the worst possible thing that could have happened.
Oh, no!
Not looking good for Dan. He's going to try anyway. This Devour still hasn't been used yet. This is there. Might as well try.
Block with bonus gold on that kill means that this Kennen is going to have a lot more kill pressure, which in this upcoming Drakes were going well for Misfits. It was kind of like the cherry on top for their early game. Odo is now in a perfect position to just absolutely destroy them on that front.
Yeah, right now he's trying to absolutely destroy Dan. With the help of his buddy Gilius, it's going to look pretty damn easy. We saw the gold chart just moments ago, and right now they're just hitting them with their wallets. Nothing for Dan to do there, but getting
everything. They fish, they don't get it because Tom Kench ruins games, hates him, delete him from the game, and that means they get the mid.
The enemy jungle, which is big because it means more souls for Senna, which means more effective damage output for Senna on top of all the extra.
That window at that point in the game, that thing could maybe make like a pretty critical pick. Maybe that starts swinging things around for them, but outside Kabe, you can't be there.
Yep, okay, that's just going to be it. This combo is brutal. Odoamne flashing, getting vision, using the ult, bam, bam, bam. Dreams, master Tom Kench player.
Dreams is really underrated.
Dreams is really good. Like we said before, though, like we've been saying most of this, but we want to see him on a playmaker. But this game, it feels just fine to have him on a whatsoever, but the arrow connected, so we'll give him a golf clap.
No follow-up, totally fine, walks it off, and meanwhile we need... Okay.
Ooh, but I like this. I didn't understand exactly why I was going for death cap so early. I would have normally like flat pen. Level 16. That's what I've got for you. And honestly, Frostgurn, this is just
all zeals.
Righteous glory, all zeals. Yeah, he's running around in the back line.
This has been passively watching yourself lose the game.
Which, the good news. Oh, stats
okay, here we go, Bebevin.
Goes golden, but he can still get the setup. Odoamne chunked out. That's the miracle that they were potentially looking for. Dreams is now overextended. Misfits, it's your time to shine. Headbutt pulverized. Tom Kench can't eat himself. But now, Nocturne going in. If they can turn this one here, they can still hold on to the game. The flash out, they're managing to escape. The kicks are coming through, but still Tom Kench just too tanky. The shockwave will get flashed away. The Ash coming in. Where's the arrow going to go? Kabe walking around the wall, trying to line it up. The perfect shot. Will it connect? No! Not like this. Gilius unstoppable on the back line. Misfits will get one back. That's a shutdown for Kabe. Schalke debating if they should continue pushing forward. It is a 3v5 right now, so maybe not the best choice, but Schalke, they still want to do it. The absolute Mad Lads, what are they doing? They're still going to push forward. That is a lot of confidence. They know every major cooldown has been burned, but Doss just gets to turn it back. Are you kidding me? Are we playing baseball? Are we just going to throw back and forth for the entirety of this game? It looks like no, because Neon still finds a way to turn this one around. Neon trying to shred him down, but it's not going to work. Misfits, I can't believe it. You find the fight. The TP's now coming in.
Yeehaw!
Grab your party hats. Grab your clown noses. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a fiesta. And for Misfits, it's exactly what they needed to come back. But for Schalke, what are you doing?
Proving a point, Dracos! There's a demon in their back line. Decide to turn, kill him.
700 gold shutdown, by the way, on the Kabe. That's going to be a big deal.
By the way, and then Kabe showing the true power of Ashe. We had to see it eventually. No one beats Ashe 7 times in a row.
Well, there's not enough time to break down that fight before another fight's going to start. And this time the arrow connects. This time Dreams is nowhere in the area, but it's only the Ornn hitting the priority target, which means Neon gets to live. Big ult across the team. Kabe is gone, and just like that, ball's back at Schalke's court. Nobody can throw just it all away. Oh, Schalke just too far ahead, beating him down with the wallets here as the double kill comes through for Gilius. Razor going to try to fancy footwork his way out of this one, but the Tom Kench's hand delivering a kill into the hands of nobody. The triple kill for Gilius will come through. Razork runs out, and mid-push appears to be the name of the game for Schalke.
Will Razork get out? He's got the ward jump. He's got the speed.
Yeah, he's gone.
I mean, Odoamne is going to chase him the entire way, while meanwhile Orianna and Nocturne on the in-hit tower.
Okay, we're back to an 8K gold lead for Schalke, so normal word, at least for the status quo in this game. Good attempt again by Misfits, but the lack of follow-up means their initial pick goes wrong, and then suddenly the Kennen and the Orianna get to do the things that they've been waiting to do this entire game.
Fight, press R.
Yes, press R. That's the one I wanted.
Okay, you just need to look at the itemization here. Now that said, Ornn is actually doing a lot of work for Misfits, so it's okay for Misfits at this point.
This is it. It feels like it's do or die, because if you couldn't kill the individual members already with your Ashe Arrow Ornn combo.
Look at this little dude right in there. Okay, that's not little. We're working.
Oh, that's Odoamne on the flank, though. Oh, but they spot him out. Oh, but it might not matter. In goes the Nocturne.
Oh, no, he wants that.
The peel. The Nocturne is just so far ahead. There's nothing that they can do. Odoamne desperate to get into the fight, but he doesn't have the flash. Now Misfits want to turn. Shockwave's going to hit 3, but Kabe and Featherwing are still in touch. Odoamne going forward, but he's not really hitting anyone of importance. It's a slow, steady team fight. Schalke still able to win the day. Big damage on the Neon, though. Featherwing has to run for the hills because Dreams, it doesn't matter who he's playing. He's still an aggressive support. Leaps in. Now flashing over the wall. Dreams, a man without fear. The Tom Kench, hungry for a meal. He's going to grab a kill of his own. Gifts it over to Neon, and Schalke, no fear, are going to take the game. Misfits from 5-7. Remember, they could have been 7-5 if they cleaned out those Fnatic games. Instead, now they will be 5-8 as Schalke will move up to 3-10 and prove themselves worthy here in the LEC. After a brief interlude of whatever this is. Diving Razor.
Oh no. Schalke Barca proving that they are not the worst team in the LEC. The scoreboard is a lie.
You can play around, but with the Set and the Scion, Ezreal and Orianna are going to be feeling much safer. Wrong wave clear, and Shadow is just doing the opposite on the bot side of the map. You can see that Crouch and Limit are getting this push off, but they just want to push and then leave. Kaiser's going to engage.
Kaiser flashes forward, there's a TP as well. Limit's going to get the magical journey away, and the teleport and the flash have been burnt. Humanoid flashing forward though, Shadow dives underneath the tower, and that's first blood to Mad.
So this is a great example of plays that Mad Lions do.
Trying to jump forward and get that kill in the end. They are now going to get themselves a Cloud Drake as the resets come out from the Mad bottom lane, so this is a pretty easy take for them.
Getting those early advantages through your mid-jungle duo, you typically expect to get an early Drake, so another stun lands in mid.
Zazi locked up, Shockwaves himself to try and stop Shadow. The Facebreaker coming out, but Shadow's just outside of turret range. He takes one shot. Kaiser here to help out as well. Trick looking for a haymaker if he can land it, but the hook comes back out, and Trick is dead before he can even make hay in the mid lane.
Wow. Shadow.
Kazi going for the double pickaxe build here on the Kaiser. You expect this when you want that Icathian Rain upgraded as soon as possible. It gives you enough AD to get that Q evolved up. And now they're going to move over towards the mid lane as Crown Shot is down towards bot. Humanoid flashing forward, the Shockwave's going to hit, but no one's really tagged tower aggro yet. Tempered Fate's going to lock him out, the True Shot Barrage coming out as well, and Humanoid might be donezo. Gives up the GG, well played, as Azazi will take the first kill of the game for SK. Orome here getting chased out by Genax as well. Should
to land that ultimate, and the rest of SK can follow up, but Mad don't want to give this up just yet.
Flash forward, double TP immediately. Mad's coordination is out of this world. They dive in, the Cosmic Binding stops Kaiser in his tracks, but Humanoid's here from the side. There's one down, they're looking for Zazi as the second. Limit getting chased out by Kazi, another good Cosmic Binding as Shadow jumps forward. Kazi will get in range with his flash. There's a third kill of the fight, and Mad Lions, that was sublime.
We've talked a lot about this mid-jungle matchup, and here we go again.
Flash in, Zazi's going to use the stopwatch. Here comes the showstopper trying to bring Humanoid underneath the turret, and the Shockwave into the Tempered Fate. Perhaps they could have saved Humanoid, but the Decimation Splash kicked away. The Dragon's Rage will stop him in his tracks. Humanoid still able to survive somehow as Genax falls and Humanoid walks out alive.
It's actually crazy that
I want to see if Mad do that in this game. Traditionally, they have been pretty good in these next 15 minutes, but this is what really shows me a team that is just a cut above. If they can take a lead like this and just rip the game away from their opponents.
Well, they have the tools to do it. You can see how strong Kazi is right now. Flash in.
There's the showstopper onto Humanoid. Shockwave's going to connect as well, but Humanoid doesn't take enough damage quite yet. He's just about surviving. Zazi's going to kill him, though. Kaiser gets a kill on towards Tricked. Shadow getting chased out underneath the tower. There's the Tempered Fate. Decimating Smash. He's going to charge it. Genax is looking for it. Shadow goes back, but Shadow's shut down. Kaiser's going to get the root underneath the tires. Orome comes in from the side, but Kazi has not been here for the entire fight. And just as I praise Mad Lions, they throw it all away in the mid lane.
Yeah, really good play from SK. They're keeping competitive here with Mad Lions as we approach the mid game, and they'll secure themselves this mid-tier 1, and a lot to turn the game back into their favor. And Mad Lions, in typical Mad Lions fashion, are not slowing down.
Yeah, Rifto going down here in the top lane, but is a good comeback so far for SK. Gold about 1,000 in their advantage, and
For sure. Well, for now, the game is still very even, only a 700 gold gap between the two, with SK currently leading. You can see that some of the big core itemization points are being completed, but both teams posturing for a fight around mid. Genax TP just about to come up, but Shadow looking for the flank.
TP coming in behind them as well. There's the Dragon Rage, the Limit started off, the Gem Charge comes out, but he's going to get a magical journey in the mid lane. Orome was pulled back with the Shockwave. Humanoid's caught out, and now Trick is on the chase. Facebreaker brings him back, and Humanoid really can't go anywhere. He was all by his lonesome. The unstoppable onslaught. Shadow just dodges to the side, slips away like ships in the night.
They start to get scary for Mad.
Vision control currently in SK's favor. You can see Mad actually don't have any wards in the river itself. They've got this superficial one, just as the entrance with the True Shot Barrage comes down and takes Kazi down a little bit, chunked out. Trick on his way to join the team. Shadow gonna hit the kick there. The Tempered Fate coming out, but here goes Genax, goes in with the unstoppable. Also, there's a Shockwave as well, and Shadow is dead before the fight even really begins. Humanoid off towards the top side of the fight. He's gonna try and do what he can. The showstopper pulling Orome back. Kaiser dead. Orome next on the menu here for SK. He puts down a sapling, but that won't save you now. Zazi trading against Humanoid, dodging as much as he can. Humanoid will get the shutdown, but SK get 3 kills, only lose 1, and they're going to take their 3rd dragon of the game.
SK doing exactly what they needed to, and doing it very well. Front to back team fight. The front soaks up the damage, the back was the one to dish it. Crown Shot cleans up the fight by securing the kill onto Humanoid, making him 3 and 4. Given a champion that he can have agency on, he really tries to do that, but SK had just punished it time and time again. and now they're the ones in control. Now, it's important that they maintain this control, because all they have to do is wait for the next Ocean Drake. They don't have to force anything. They don't have to get crazy. They know that they're stronger in the fights, but they're going to look for a fight anyway.
TP coming in behind them. They're looking for the fight. The Temper Fate goes down. Humanoid down to half HP, but he's still alive. The Redemption's going to heal them up. Genax on the flank. Shadow diving forward, but he's exhausted straight away, and he's already dead. Limit's going to take him out. Humanoid gets one, but Genax is going to answer it. And this is it. The show has been stopped for Mad Lions. They were on their way to first in the league, but SK will be having none of it. They get the ace, they get the Baron, and they'll be looking for the win.
SK eviscerate what they are capable of and are making a name for themselves here in the LEC. This has been a great game for Zazi, and now he's looking to end it alongside SK to get themselves another big win.
Kai's is being forced back into his base. Humanoid's still pushing in the top lane, but this is an inhibitor tower under fire. SK about to lose their last minion, but there are some backups on their way. Inhib tower goes down. The inhib will shortly follow. 6,000 gold lead for SK. Super minions pushing in the bot lane. The magical journey. Shadow kicks him back. Crown shot. Well,
goes flying.
He needs some flying lessons after that one. You used to be in the RAF, didn't you? You could teach him.
Yeah, maybe. But looks like he's going to need a little bit more control as Limit's getting caught out.
We'll be able to flash away just now. Kazi did have flash.
Zazi, the Leandri's death cap nearly done. You can see that Humanoid's still very strong with the Void Staff completed. Let's see how this fight plays out.
Vision control for Mad Lions in the river, but Genax doesn't really care. He's going to step up level 16. True Shot Barrage goes and only clips Humanoid. Shadow is spotted off towards the top side. Genax still on that front line. Temper Fate doesn't connect, but Shadow has to use the kick trick. Tries to get the face breaker back and can't quite find it. You can see them taking a breath, resetting, seeing if they can engage this fight properly. Limit will put a ward over the wall and spot Humanoid and Shadow. Now the Dragon has been started.
Meanwhile, look at the bot lane. Super minions pressuring the base of Mad. They're going to be forced into a decision very soon.
Crown shot on the Dragon's going to jump forward. He's looking for Shadow. The ADC versus jungle matchup we all wanted to see. And it's Trick who takes the kill in the end. He goes on the rampage. Kaiser's dead. Humanoid trying to survive as Zazi with the Seraphs keeps himself shielded. The Triumph will heal him up. And now Kazi and Arome are the last two men standing. And Kazi, I'm so sorry, but there's not much you can do here. Genax flashes over the wall, gets himself the double. They get the Ocean Dragon as Trick is about to secure it as well. And they are looking to end this game.
SK dominate Mad Lions in the team fight once again. Crown Shot acting as the front line as he flashes on top of the jungler and shutting Shadow down. The upsets continue here in the LEC as SK look to take down Mad Lions.
This is the LEC where everyone beats everyone, and in all honesty, it makes hardly any sense. SK with a dominant win against Mad Lions stake a claim for their spot in the playoffs.
And this only increases the stakes for everyone, Medic. Because the thing is, I mean, this is a very old school Fnatic comp. This is like 2019 Fnatic that I'm looking at right now. Looking for that dive, my friend. The recall is going to come through. Bwipo's pretty healthy. He is prepping the barrel. Okay. Oh, here we go.
So Nemesis has TP. Nemesis can join this fight. He's only level 4, though. Bwipo's going to try and get away. Locked up underneath the turret. Alfari taking it up. They can't quite get the damage down. Bwipo will fall. Zazi goes down as well. 1 for 1 and a 2 for 1 in the top lane.
Best case scenario for Bwipo, honestly. That will be a big kill onto him. I feel like the Hylissang is setting up for the hook.
Jacktro's going to get hit once again. He's caught. He's locked in place. One more order from Reckless would be enough, but Hylissang takes it. TP used to the top lane by Bwipo to get himself back in there, but Fnatic.
I like the fact that they tried to put pressure on this Gangplank. I think that's exactly what you need to do, especially when you have a matchup where Alfari is so favored. You can see that the...
Just in a 2v1, everyone is here. We're all diving in. We're all taking the fight, and we have a numbers advantage.
Selfmade
going down towards the bottom lane. Upset. Face breaking manages to jump into the magical journey and gets himself away. Xerxes might look to turn this one around, but will just force Selfmade away for the moment.
So Selfmade just missing the flash.
Flash comes in from Hylissang. That was a little bit greedy, but he's going to get the hook back, and Jack Troll is quite low. The Caretaker's trying healing him up. The Ignite is ticking in the final tick of it from Hylissang. Will get the kill. Nuke Dog's trying to get down here as well, but Nemesis
aspect of Origin's composition. You know, they have a lot of mobility with things like the Karma, with the Bard. Maybe once they start roaming around looking for picks, but even then, like, it's not like Corki just falls off a cliff late game. Gangplank is also very strong, and now Fnatic is looking to even get an advantage in the top lane.
Alfari has no flash, and he is RKO'd back into the team fight. There's the, back into the skirmish. The Haymaker comes out, and Whippo secures his second kill of the game.
Good gank there. If that does land, you can see the synergy as well between the combo because the root comes through, all the stun lands, makes it easy for the flourish to follow up, and like the chain CC is just so brutal. Speaking of chain CC, here it comes in.
Showstoppers back, self-made, but the Haymaker will come in and save him for the moment. Nemesis doing a lot of damage down. Xerxes going to flash forward, gets the kill, but Nemesis can try and turn this one around. Alfari.
And they're going to be able to secure.
Will be their second dragon of the game. True Shot Barrage is going to come in, but it's not going to do enough. And so
onto Upset if they wanted to try and get the ball rolling a little bit more, get a little bit more gold into his back pocket.
We'll see where they want to put down that Rift Hold. Upset, traditionally known as a very good Ezreal player, hasn't had the best of laning phases here as Jack's been caught out a couple of times, and Nukeduck's now the target. The stun doesn't land. Nukeduck steals away the ult, but here comes Hylissang. X marks the spot. And Hylissang secures his first ulti kill of the game.
How do I say this nicely? Obnoxious.
Yeah.
Often you'll see things like Spirit's Visage being built. Nukeduck could be in a lot of trouble. I think he's in fact in a lot of trouble.
I think he might be dead, Virius.
Yes, that is in fact probably the worst case scenario for Nukeduck.
In my medical opinion, that
yes. He's going to get the package as well on Nemesis, which is a really big deal for this fight coming up soon. It's just going to be a trade of towers. Bot and top going to die to the minions.
Importantly, Nemesis was
feeling very comfortable. The Infinity Edge being completed relatively recently. Goes wide.
So Hylissang, that was blind. That's why it went as wide as it did when all of Origin were just stacking up on each other. And Hylissang will be able to...
Here we go, man. So you need to warm your lungs up. The fight's about to come. This could heavily dictate the outcome of this game.
Nukeduck steals the Pike ult. There's a root on Jacktron on the back line. Upset standing forward here. Hylissang's going to regen once again, but Whippo steps forward, and there's the cannon barrage. Upset down. Has to use the heal. Xerxes coming in from the side as well, and Nemesis packages away. Reckless has been clearing minions in the mid lane this entire time. Nukeduck, though, is going to step forward. There's the heal, the Tempered Fate. Onto Whippo. Reckless stepping back. Curtain call. Looking to make this curtains for Origin. Nukeduck the first on the menu. He's sliding those shots around the Alfari, and now Alfari goes down for the double. Whippo will take it. 8-2 for Fnatic. 8-5.
And OG could have actually looked to follow up on a fight there because there was a lot of poke being thrown both sides. Fnatic was getting the thing about tank Karma. You think you can kill her. You're wrong. She is super obnoxious for this exact reason. And now Fnatic may have overcommitted because Origin is looking to get the collapse.
You can see Nukeduck coming in from the side. Selfmade's going to get slowed up with the GLP, and the chase is on. Nukeduck looking for Selfmade. No flash, no real escape here. The Magical Journey's going to lock up Hylissang as Selfmade goes down. Hylissang able to dodge across the wall, gets the double root, and Jacktron and Alfari might be dead, but the death from below doesn't quite connect. However, 2 kills for Whippo as he gets his second double of the game. Upset eats a barrel to the back. There's the triple. Xerxes jumps onto Hylissang as he goes down as well. But Nukeduck locked up. Give it to Whippo. Oh, it could have been a quadra. Could have been a quadra for Whippo, but Fnatic just sweep away Origin. And it's another great fight for them. 7,000 to get into that front line. It's all on Xerxes trying to catch someone out, trying to get through the side of the fight. And right now, Origin just can't do that. Fnatic once again reset. They slow it down. They take it down. They take it down a notch. And right, you can see Origin trying to do what they can. Xerxes in a good position, but Whippo as a front line is just too darn powerful. Barrel after barrel after barrel, and now Nemesis pops a ward in, spots himself out, and now can look for that flank. He's got the package. Here goes Xerxes. Hylissang goes down, but Nemesis gets in from the side, and Upset is deleted by Reckless and Fnatic. The Dragon will go down. Xerxes all by his lonesome off towards the top side of this fight. Fnatic can chase him as he goes into that Void Assault. The root's not going to land. The barrel chain doesn't matter. Xerxes will have to bounce over this wall. And Whippo and crew are... Okay, Selfmade's like, you're not getting away from me this time, Xerxes. He's got some raid. He's trying to squat. No, he's not getting away, man.
Are you sure?
He's got some bug spray, okay? Here goes Whippo. Bug spray.
And that will be a huge team fight win. So, like, every single team fight should just go in this favor. So now it's just a matter of time for Fnatic. As Nukeduck looking for a flank.
Nukeduck's probably likely dead here. He's got the Zhonya's. Will pop it. Alfari going to chase away Nemesis and Selfmade. But
Nemesis is going to look to secure it with the control ward now removing all vision.
So I quite like the 2-man, especially if Whippo can act as a bodyguard. Temper Fate going out. Jackdraw pops it on himself and might get popped as he comes back up. Reckless can't quite get the auto attacks in. There's the curtain call, and there's Hylissang with the death from below. X marks the spot, and Hylissang finds his treasure.
Root.
You see the jump away here from Xerxes. Whippo diving forward with the flash, looking for those connection with the barrels, but Fnatic will just take the tower for the moment as Origin retreat back into their base. Xerxes needs to reset, regen, get some health back, and Fnatic are having none of it. They're not letting this one wait. They go in, Hylissang looking from the depth from below into the stun with the Phantom Undertow, couldn't quite land it. Lands the hook on upset, but there's a showstopper on Nuke Duck, and it's a 1-for-1 in this fight. The reset's going to come out from Xerxes as he doesn't really matter that much for this state of the game. Right now, the Elder Dragon is up in 9 seconds. Fnatic looking to take their 7th win of the split and separate themselves from the teams tied in 6th place. Nemesis, I mean, what? He's behind them.
Flanking Corky with the package.
Jack Troll. You said you were improving the team's shot calling and decisive plays. Well, I've decided that you are going to be dead as Fnatic find a pick, and now we're going to push in the mid lane. They will get this inhibitor. They can set up for the Elder Dragon. They might actually just look for 2 inhibs instead, but Selfmade has been a little bit caught out. Pops the Haymaker, try and keep himself alive. The Showstopper's going to pull him back, and here comes Quippo. Double barrels trying to get in. The curtain call lands onto Nuke.
I think that while that was a good pick for OG, it doesn't really change the scope of the game right now.
The heals coming out onto Upset. There's an Ardent sensor on Alphari, so he is very much Athene's Ardent, just trying to keep this AD carry alive and trying to get Upset to do everything he can. Nuke Duck is going to back. He's got the Pike ult and he's going to TP into this fight. Where's the ward? Where's the ward? There's one in the tri-bush. Instead, he decides to play out the minions. He doesn't want to be part of this fight just now because he needs to make sure his Nexus towers are still alive. Alphari getting pulled up forward by Hylissang. Bibo down to about half HP, but here's the TP, and here goes Xerxes, who doesn't get the dragon. It's secured by Fnatic, and you can see the Elder Spirits rise out of Fnatic as they are looking for these fights. Jack Troll almost down. Selfmade can't quite get close enough. Alphari has already fallen, and watch the dragons smite Origin as Fnatic just destroy them. At the Elder Dragon, 22 kills to 7, an Infernal Soul, an Elder, and the Nexus in their sights.
A one-sided stomp coming out from Fnatic. From beginning to end, it was Fnatic's game to lose as they dominated the laning phase, dominated the team fights, and look to dominate Origin.
And the Fnatic faithful have had a failure of a split so far, but today it turns around.
A huge win.
Super scaling champion where you can't really kill him to stop him from scaling, right? Like with this passive, he just clears the wave. He just doesn't really care that.
Take the plates down, which usually means the team that is playing on the bottom side of the map with their AD carry will get more plates out of these trades.
But look at the response here from G2. They've sent Wonder bot. They've also got Jankos on the way. They're looking to dive.
Finn is just rooted up in place. Mickey taking up a couple of tower shots. Wonder's gonna die! Wonder dies, Finn takes him! He's looking for more. Jankos comes in, sinks in the claws, but Finn can chase him down instead. Stunned up, and we'll just have to farm underneath the tower. In the bot lane is yet to really be chipped away at. Finn's gonna TP back in here, Vedius.
So oh wait, he's actually going to start. He's going to TP bot as well. They're going to dive them again. Jankos looking to make his way bot, but Inspired is here as well. They have no minion wave. They can't actually dive this. I think the best play right now for G2 is to consider actually swapping the lanes back. But no, they're going to commit.
What on earth is going on? G2 are Hakunaing all of their Matatas early on in this game, and they invest 4 players in the bottom lane. And you can see Mickey's dead. Inspired gets back out into the tower. Now Perkz is tanking. He has to flash away. And there's only 3 minions left here. Perkz is building up some stacks, but it's a little bit dangerous for him to say, oh, no, who cares? G2, there were more than 1 lane in this game. They managed to get the kill onto Finn, but meanwhile, like, top lane just constantly pushed in by this Hansama.
But there's a TP. That's a Zer's TP on the way to bot lane.
So he flashes forward, trying to kill off the Mord here. Decimating Smash will land, but there's the shield. The Dawning Shadow will save Wonder.
Coming in clutch there from Perkz. Just barely keeping him alive. They do get the flash out from Finn as well, who's very close to finding that kill, but the wave state is not good, and now Inspired Hex flashing bot.
He's going to have the Nimbus Cloak as well for the chase. The Face Breaker will be available to him, and Perkz doesn't really have anywhere to go. Face Breaker pulls him back. Jankos jumping in, looking for Hans. Some of the exhaust has gone down, and Jankos might be able to get just that one more auto off. Can't quite do it in the end. Hans Summer goes down, but the Felios gets a double, and G2 only get 1.
So Rogue continuing to come at lane to try and get some advantages in the bot side of the map, but due to all the chaos, G2 haven't been able to play through their early game whatsoever, and Rogue have been able to heavily mitigate that. Now they've entered the mid game in a very comfortable state, and now they're looking for a kill onto Perkz.
Hans Summer and Vander just waiting in the wings here. Hans Summer goes forward with the Graviton. There's the root. Perkz pops the stopwatch. Last Embrace coming out as well, and the rest of Rogue are here for the fight. Perkz goes down first. Double TP popped, but here come all of Rogue. They are a nation unto themselves. Wonder shuffled back. He's going to fall as well as Larson's locked in a pit with him, I believe. The showstopper, though, is going to bring back one more. Caps dies, Wonder dies, Perks dies, and now the Rift Herald goes down in the top lane. And Mickey does have the Tempered Fate, but will not throw... Oh, there we are, he will. I should have really predicted him throwing that, let's be honest. Ah, he did it too early!
He mistimed it. Not just by one, but actually by two. And a really good flash E there from Inspired to lock Caps down as well. Means that Rogue get absolutely everything, and now Wonder's in danger once again.
Rooted up, he has been a punching bag for Rogue this game, and the Ignite ticks away. Wonder goes down for the third time. Tie up with Excel and Origin, because if they lose, they're no longer in the top 6 spots in our league.
Well, they certainly aren't. Larson comes in with the ultimate flash from Caps.
Jankos trying to do what he can to get some isolation damage off here, but Finn is very tanky. Larson flashes away, the Decimating Flash won't land the knockup. Here's the Dawning Shadow, and Jankos jumps into the shield. 4th kill of the game for G2.
Now on his way bot, but here comes Inspired as well.
Inspired coming in from behind. The Temper Fate will lock them both up. Vander able to tank up the tower for as long as he wants. The face break. Perks just steps back forward into that. It felt like he was safe. It felt like he was out, and then instead just didn't respect the damage.
You have a 7-0 record against Rogue, and now they're turning around and they're absolutely smashing you. Like, alarm bells have to start.
And a blasting wand.
Yep.
And, you know, a Ruby Crystal and Amplifying Tome. Like, he is so far behind this game. G2 was so far behind. 4,000 gold in the hole. And here comes the Hex Flash from Inspired. Looking for Caps. The Smite goes down. They know he's got no flash, but the Facebreaker doesn't quite connect. There's the hook with the Dredge Line. Caps in the Tempered Fate. The Sentry's going to go down. And there's the showstopper. Pull Caps back. Hunsummer gets one. Jankos tried to jump in, but he just can't kill this Aphelios right now. And the chase is on here for Rogue. Jankos will try and isolate Hunsummer if he can. May just try and sneak his way through the jungle, but Larson shuffles forward. Inspired flashes over, and Jankos goes splat in the jungle.
Yep, another 2 quick kills picked up for Rogue and Caps. Little
steal away the red buff, but I do want to come back to that point about Rogue. Start to see week after next, we could start to see Rogue really solidify themselves as the best team in the league.
I mean, the big thing for Rogue has been consistently this, but I think that they've put up a strong performance in every single game.
Yep.
I think their players are performing very well. We
don't have sole possession of it. They did just give up an Infernal Dragon for the Rift Herald charging in. The Wonder has got himself a Leandry, so he's finally completed his first item. He's actually doing really well on CS, considering how much he was shut down in the early game.
He's closed the level gap, too.
Yeah.
He and Finn are both at level 12, Perks and Van Handsome at level 11.
Oh, Hunsummer. He's shielded up with the Phantom Dancer, doesn't quite die to the Unleashed Power. Larson dodging to the side here, but Jankos going to find him isolated. He's going to dodge across the wall, and now the re-engage comes out. Jankos trying to get onto Larson, can't quite get there in time. Finn on the front line, Hunsummer exhausted, Wonder stepping forward, but he's brought back with the showstopper. But Vander's low, Inspired slow, and Vander will be the first to fall. G2 find a good fight so far in this mid lane.
It was very close to being a one-sided fight for G2, where I think Wonder did a fantastic job of removing Finn. With the front line gone, G2 were like, okay, kill Hunsummer, kill Larson, just kill him, and they couldn't. Of course, if they had, that would have been great, but they're going to walk away with the tower, they're going to walk away, and as we can see, it looks like G2 are not going to overcommit to this objective, and I think this is sensible. No need to keep forcing fights. You had a pretty good fight.
He is about to fall as well as the minions help G2 out just a little bit. 3,000 gold between these two teams.
The death cap from Caps, but will it be enough to turn this around? Rogue, 5 members strong, melting the back.
Hunsummer on 13,000 gold, 3 items complete, and you can see Caps is going to try and steal this one away. Perks getting locked off by Finn off towards the side, but the ward from Rogue at the back of the pit should make this pretty easy for them to secure. Tempered Fate comes out, that hits the spider. You can burst around, now Caps has to do it. Oh, Caps gets the Tempered Fate, the combo! G2, that was beautiful!
Are you kidding me? Okay, so what summoner spells were used in that? I think the Flash was used from Inspired, Flash gone from Finn, Flash also gone from Perks, but a lot of ultimates actually still available on both sides.
Caps hits Larson, Emperor's Divide will lock him up, but Caps takes the kill. Vander going forward here, Hunsummer stepping in as well. The Magical Journey just about to
prioritize getting control over the mid lane waves first, and notice that the bot wave is actually pushing in, which makes things a little bit harder. So Rogue not willing to concede this, as Perks, he has no flash, I think he's dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead here as well. The showstopper will bring him back. Tempered Fate will not save him now. And that was just a little bit greedy from Perks. Rogue being like, well, you can set up around the dragon all you want. We're just going to force down mid. They take one turret. They're looking for more. Caps needs to get back here pretty soon because Larson and Hans Sommer will absolutely melt these towers. Inhibitor tower now down in the middle lane. The Inhibitor shortly to follow here. And after looking like they were beginning to come back, have started to struggle once again in this game. And you have to give credit to Rogue for constantly finding those picks, for constantly finding their marks. And now, with a win here, Rogue are looking at sole control.
Here we go.
First place. The unstoppable onslaught coming in from Finn. Larson almost taken out by Jankos. There's Dawning Shadow. Won't be able to get them with the death charge chasing Jankos off. Mickey has to use the magical journey away. Hans Sommer still alive. He's pushing forward with the Infernum. Finn getting chunked out by Wonder in the wall flank. Vander goes down. It's all on Hans Sommer and Inspired. They have to do what they can. The unleashed power onto Hans Sommer. Takes him down, but he's now got 7. He can heal up. Can Abelios do Abelios things? He pops the stopwatch. Finn and Inspired are going to try and help him out, but he is done. Hans Sommer's down. Shut down by G2. And G2 will take that
situation where Vander just soaking up this damage. They get a good hook onto Perks, but responsibilities were in the fight, and he's like, you know what, I probably can't 1v1 Hans Sommer. Can definitely 1v1 the chicken, right? So that's what he did. He removed him from the fight, and Larson just has not been able to play this game.
Bug types super effective versus flying, apparently in League of Legends. Here's the unstoppable onslaught from Finn trying to get into the side.
The flash immediately
goes down. The Death Scar's going to pull him back as well, and Finn, like a knife through butter, he is melted by G2. And now
16 Infinity Edge finished as well. G2, they've cracked the base. One of the big frontliners is now gone for Rogue. Will they look to end it right here, right now, Medic? This could be a huge comeback if G2 are able to win this.
Larson down to half HP and G2 are looking for the win. 19 seconds on Finn, but what a comeback it would be from losing to Schalke yesterday.
Oh, that binding!
And a great binding comes out, but Hans Sommer uses the QSS to get out of it. Mickey, though, still on the front line. Hans Sommer doesn't have the best of guns for this fight. And there's the Descartes who pulls him back, and Hans Sommer. Goodbye, Larson. Goodbye, Hans Sommer. And welcome back to the LEC G2. They look like they have been reborn as they take down Rogue.
Rogue had such an effective game plan. They decided to go for